I've said it before and I will say it again. Keywords are everything. Everything, people. Keywords. Do your keyword research. In today's video, I am sharing what I think every Outschool teacher should do before they start listing a new Outschool class, as well as before you make Pinterest pins to optimize your Outschool marketing efforts. Keyword research is an important step, especially if you want to be found in the Outschool search engine. If you are participating in navigating Outschool's Pinterest Bootcamp and then Pinterest Challenge. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to run your little booty down in the description box below and follow that link and read all about the Pinterest Bootcamp and Pinterest Challenge we are hosting in Navigating Outschool on Facebook. Today, you are going to learn what are keywords, how to do keyword research, how to insert those keywords in your Outschool listing so you are found in that search engine, as well as you are going to learn how to use keywords when making your Pinterest pins to increase your marketing efforts for Outschool. You will definitely want to grab your Outschool class listing worksheet that has places in it to do keyword research, as well as your Pinterest planner for your class. So first, hello, my name's Sirena from SincerelySirena.com. If you're new here, I am happy that you are here because I love helping others discover the joy of becoming their own boss and making an income online. And then as always, I know that your time is precious. I will put timestamps down in the description box and relevant videos in the iCards above my head. Okay, so what is Navigating Outschool's Pinterest Bootcamp? All month long, I am educating all of my Outschool teacher friends about Pinterest. Last week, I talked about why you need to be using Pinterest and why that is going to help you in your marketing efforts. This week, we're talking about keywords. Next week, we're going to learn about how to optimize your Pinterest profile and set up Pinterest boards. The following week, we're going to talk all about what is the perfect Pinterest pin. And then the very, very last week of March, inside our Navigating Outschool Facebook group, this is why this is a members only challenge. So if you're not a member, you're gonna miss out. During this whole week, we are sharing our Pinterest pins, we are pinning to collaborative boards, and we are gaining traffic in our marketing efforts on Pinterest to help grow our Outschool business. So if you are wanting to get into Pinterest and leveraging it to market your Outschool classes, which I totally think you should, then you need to definitely join this group and join our trainings all month and then join us in the Pinterest Challenge. If you want to read more about this challenge, look down in the description box below. It will lay it out, what we're doing, why we're doing it, and all of the things. Plus, this link will also house all of my training PDFs that you will surely want to download to get your Pinterest game on, as well as, I guess, your keyword game on as well. I hope you're ready to learn about keywords, and I hope you stick around because I'm going to give you action steps, call to action, or homework that you need to do for every single class listing if you haven't done it. So if you are not doing this for your class listing, you are missing out on those opportunities to show up to your potential students in Outschool. All right, so keywords are the way that your potential students find you in the Outschool search engine, okay? Outschool is a search engine, and they are typing in keywords like how to multiplication. A lot of the classes that have multiplication in their listing multiple times will show up higher in their search. Now, Outschool search engine isn't ideal. They tend to favor search results with classes that happen the soonest. So if there are 1,000 multiplication classes in the course catalog, they will show the ones that are happening first. So if you have a multiplication class that is starting tomorrow and you are optimized to show up in that keyword search, then you will rank higher on that list than a multiple class that starts 3 months from now. You guys see? Keywords not only help your potential students find you in the Outschool search engine, but if you are leveraging Pinterest for your marketing efforts, those keywords are also going to help potential students find you when they are searching things up in Pinterest. Well, I guess I should say their parents are searching Pinterest because they are probably, our potential students are not on Pinterest. It's actually their parents. So if a parent types in how to teach multiplication facts to my child, maybe your class about multiplication will pop up and then you are solving a problem for that parent. We are taking a moment to learn about keywords because I am still seeing Outschool teachers not use them or not understand how to use them properly within your Outschool course listing. So let's take a moment to learn what a keyword is and what search engine optimization is. If you want to show up in a search engine like the Outschool search engine, or if you have an Etsy shop, that's a search engine. If you want to show up in Google, Pinterest is a search engine, you must use keywords. Before we talk about keywords, let's talk about search engine optimization. Basically, whatever information you put out on the web, bots will scan it and do what computers do best and try to catalog it. A user will type in the search engine, and that search engine will look for their catalogs for the best results that have the most keywords in those catalogs, and then they will give that information over to the user to hope that they satisfy their need. Keywords are only one component of search engine optimization. There are many ones like your image, your metadata, your tags, all of those things, and keywords are just one key component. Think about how you use Google. If you were looking for something, you were probably going to type in a phrase, and that's called a long tail keyword or a long tail key phrase. If you are a busy mom that is looking for jeans, you're not going to type into Google jeans and expect to find the best jeans that are going to fit your needs. You are going to type in specific things, but also a little bit of generalization as well. So I'm thinking about getting a pair of jeans. I'm a short girl and I'm busy and I want some comfortable jeans. So I'm going to type in the best jeans for short, busy moms. Those are my keywords. Best jeans, short, busy moms. Those are my 5 keywords. The websites that have those keywords multiple times the most will show up in search. So that's kind of how Outschool search engine works as well, except they're going to pull out the class listings that match it the best, but also pull the class listings that are happening the soonest. It is getting better at pulling the best information, and you as a teacher, if you are keyword optimize a lot of keywords that user is searching for, your class listing is going to pop up in search. You're going to show up for search. All right, so now we're going to talk about how we are going to use these keywords in our class listings as well as in our Pinterest pins that we are going to be pinning later on this month. Now, you may already know your keywords and kind of have a good understanding about what are the best keywords that your potential student is looking for. But if you really don't have a clue about how to do keyword research, I'm gonna give you some options and places that you can do some keyword research. Go to the search engines that have auto-populate. Some search engines that come in mind that auto-populates are Google, Pinterest, Etsy, and YouTube. So you can pick one of those search engines. Try to pick the search engine that either your potential student is using. So I know my potential students are probably using YouTube, so I might go over to YouTube and do keywords research, or where your potential student's parent using. So parents are probably using Google and probably Pinterest. And especially if you're making Pinterest pins on Pinterest, obviously doing keyword research on Pinterest is going to be your best bet. So the way to do keyword research is to get a general idea, like say, I want to teach a class about kawaii drawing. So I might go kawaii drawing and then do A and see what pops up, kawaii drawing B, what pops up, or I could just do kawaii and see what pops up. When I did keyword research, what I saw the most was people were searching for kawaii drawing, and they really wanted to know how to draw kawaii style animals. So that is what I am picking for my targeted keywords. So if you are completely confused and really don't know where to grab keywords or really get any class ideas, one big place that we get as Outschool teachers, we get keywords every week is the Sunday night parent request list. Yeah, I did a whole video about this. If you want to go watch that, it basically breaks it down how you can take those phrases that pop up on those lists are actual phrases that either parents or students are searching for, and translate that into your keywords. But of course, you know, if you see something like really weird, like a couple weeks ago was how to kiss boys, I don't know, it gave me a chuckle. I knew that Outschool wasn't promoting people go create classes on how to kiss boys. I'm pretty sure a 7-year-old kid got on and requested that, and that somehow slipped through the cracks somehow. But, you know, use your own judgment when looking at the parent request list to what words you should be using and what words you probably should just leave on that list. All right, when you have your keywords, you are going to create your Outschool listing. And those keywords should show up as often as possible in a most natural way. So that means don't go stuff keywords all through your listing. Although bots are pulling information from your listing, humans are eventually going to read it too, and humans are the ones that are actually going to buy your listing. So make sure that it makes sense and grammar is okay and all of those things, and it's readable. To help us plan for our keywords that goes into our Outschool class listings, you need to, before you write down your class listing, you need to sit down and think about what are your targeted keywords. Now, you can do this on your own. I have a whole worksheet for this that has targeted spaces where you can put those in, as well as how you can incorporate those keywords into your Pinterest. If you want that, it's down below. Go grab yours. But if not, you can just use a regular piece of paper and jot them down. So pick a long tail keyword to target. It is a phrase, remember, and I want you to think about some components. So one of those words, one or more of those words need to be a niche or special specific area. One of the other words, or the second word, it needs to be a generalized word that the public is going to use. So a generalized word would be choosing money over finance, or money over income. Money is more generalized. Income and finance, those words may not be used in the search engine. Now, number 3, if you have a class that, if it is age specific or skill specific, you want to include that as a targeted keyword. So I'm going to give you an example. So let's say I want to teach kawaii drawing, and I'm going to take it further. I'm going to teach kawaii animals. And I'm going to make sure that is an easy class. So it's going to be for a beginning drawer. My special words, or my niche specific words, are kawaii and animals. 2, my common word is draw. So I can grab those students that just want to learn how to draw and they don't really know what style they want to draw. 3, my skill level word is easy. My targeted keywords are kawaii, animals, draw, and easy. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through my Outschool class planner, and I'm going to show you how I incorporate those targeted keywords inside my class listing, and then we're going to take those words and those listing details, and I'm going to show you how to transfer that over and plan your Pinterest pins for your classes. And if you are following along and navigating Outschool's bootcamp, make sure you do this step and do your keyword research. If you don't do keyword research, do not come crying to me when your Pinterest pins don't have traction. Your targeted keywords should show up as much as possible in a natural way in your title, in your short description, as well as your long description. And then when we make our Pinterest listing, our keywords should show up in your title and then your Pinterest description. When we go and write our Pinterest descriptions, we are going to take the sentences from our Outschool class listing. We're going to take the short description and a combination of the long description and copy and paste that into our Pinterest listing. Before I show you how to plan your Outschool class listings, I'm going to give you a pro tip. Ready? Are y'all ready? Pronouns are your enemy. Pronouns are your enemy, and if you're a writer, this is going to be hurtful. This is going to be hard for you. It's going to sound redundant. You are going to use those keywords as often as possible. You are not going to use pronouns like it, he, she, they, we. None of those words unless you're not talking about your keywords. But every time you are talking about your keyword, that keyword needs to pop up and don't use a pronoun, okay? Okay, so for example of this would be like if I had a Hamilton history class and we're talking about the women of Hamilton, and we say, in this class, we are going to learn about the women in his life. So who's his? Well, his is Hamilton, and Hamilton is definitely one of my keywords. So instead of using his life, I'm going to say, we're going to learn about the women in Hamilton's life. You guys see? Pronouns are your enemies because our users are not using pronouns in the search engine. They're actually using keywords. Let's look at how I planned my Outschool class listing, how I targeted my keywords and incorporated those keywords in my title, my short description, and my long description. And I want you to kind of look at how many times my keywords pop up. Remember, my keywords are kawaii, animals, easy, draw. Okay, those are my keywords. So I chose for my title is Adorable Kawaii Animals, Learn How to Draw in Simple, Easy Steps. Okay, you see that all of my keywords are popping up in my title. Okay, so now my short description. My short description is, in this ongoing drawing club, beginning artists will learn how to draw adorable kawaii style animals in a fun, easy to follow class. Now you heard all of my keywords, but I also use some other words that the users might be using in that search engine as well. I'm using club, I'm using ongoing, and I'm using artist. Those are some optional like secondary keywords that you can incorporate throughout your listing, but make sure that you're picking your targeted keywords first and you have those enough in your class listing that it will pop up and show up in search. All right, so I'm going to read you my long description. I only have 4 sentences in my long description. I want you guys to count how many times you hear my 4 keywords. Remember, my 4 keywords were kawaii, animals, draw, easy. You guys ready? No matter how bad of a day I have, I can always count on adorable kawaii animals to brighten my day. In this ongoing beginning level kawaii animal drawing club, learners will explore and develop their own kawaii drawing style. Each week, we will talk briefly about what are the common ways to easily make our animal drawings in the kawaii style. Then we will draw the kawaii animal of the week by following along an easy to follow step-by-step drawing tutorial. Did y'all hear how many times my keywords popped up? If you guys lost count, it was 15 times in 4 sentences. 15 times. That is a keyword-rich text. Those people that are searching kawaii draw or draw animals or easy draw animals, like my class listing is going to pop up and show up in search. Okay, my friends, are you ready for your homework time? Make sure you do this for every single class listing that you have, so you can optimize your search engine in Outschool. But if you are planning to follow along our Navigating Outschool Pinterest challenge at the end of the month, you need to do your keyword research, so you will pop up in the Pinterest search engine. So if you haven't already, go and download my Pinterest Quick Start Guide, as well if you need it, your Outschool class listing planner that has those places to put your targeted keywords, as well as a Pinterest planning page. Some words that you can include on your Pinterest planning page, since we are not only talking to Outschool, since the people that click on our links may not know what Outschool is about. Some other keywords that you can plan to use in your Pinterest pins are, of course, Outschool, but you can do online, class, learn. Those are some good keywords that